fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, D. Hey,
exit.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the out, watch the out.
Hey, lock it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Whip.
You're out.
Hit it.
First down, Marino. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch 14. Watch 14.
To throw is Marino. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check three.
Leo.
Say.
Fair.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play that time for the Rams. 58 yards.
Los Angeles.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Tomlinson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ready. Time to stop. Christian Travis.
Rush in. Rush in. Hey, check 24.
Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Slam. 57's Mike. Mike 50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You go night.
From the 41, Marino. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Five.
52, Mike 52. We own them. No, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Steve Griffin.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Target.
Second and 10. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, Evans. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On third down, it's Evans. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's fourth down.
Hey, wahoo!
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 57's the mic. Mike 57. Watch the run.
Yes.
They'll try and throw forward Marino into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, echo.
52, Mike 52. Yeah.
Fire.
They'll drop the throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Marino. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Evans. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Nice, sweetheart.
Smoke. Get it.
From the gun on third down is Marino. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
Down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base.
I got one. 52's the mark.
Bravo. Get it ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught. This is White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Here we go. 50 plants.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
Watch the pass.
Go.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 53. Check back.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
64, read.
Check it out, read.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They snap the ball at 1. Now Marino. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Zipper.
Now Marino to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Go now. 10-2 stop. Go. 52
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1, It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. He's crashing.
Look, squeeze.
Show it up. Watch that.
Shoot.
Now Marino back into his end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hard.
Check 43. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Jam. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey. Go.
57 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 57.
Defense.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
52's the mic. Man, I got you.
Hey, exit.
52's the mic.
Fire.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, get in the way.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming.
Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gay's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what up?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll hand this to Tomlinson, running right. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 25, check 25. Kill. Hey, lock it. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
They run it with Balash. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Greystone travel.
Check 26. Check 26.
Now Balan fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52.
Yep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Marino. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check 52. Check. Crunch.
Ready? Now.
They go again to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Set. 50. Plant.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Switch.
Ready?
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Marino. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
218, chop it. 5.
Balaj able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Ready?
The Dolphins on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hit it.
Marino here from the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Marino sets up. He completes it to Wilson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Evans, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance.
Now it's Marino. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike.
Fair.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. It's been a long day for you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go.
4th down. Here's Marino. They're able to locate Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
60 outlaw.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Shoot.
From the red zone now, Marino on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
30 base.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Smoke.
You better bring it. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
I'm trying to collect.
Tight dog. Check 50. Check 50.
Rock it.
Check 24.
Lee Griffin.
Here's Marino to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Five.
Marino will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
I'm coming. Bravo.
53.
Right up.
53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits White, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Go. 90 Wolf.
Check 53's Mike. Yo.
Get it.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Miami, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we